Welcome back to another new creature review. Today we're checking out Transformers Studio Series number 13, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. I've been really good about this. I was holding off opening this guy until we did the review, and you can see by how ugly he is and how detailed that it was a very hard thing for me to do, but here we are. So let's check out the box. Typical Studio Series. Got his big face on the left side. Got most of his body on the right side. Got a big product window right in the front. Revenge of the Fallen, number 13, Studio Series Megatron. On the back, big screen-inspired scale, detail, and backdrop. Megatron Forest Fight. That is the same as Optimus Prime's. Alright. Megatron holds nothing back to unleash destruction against his ultimate nemesis. There he is in his product shots. He looks very menacing. Let's see. Includes figure, removable backdrop, and instructions. There's the backdrop included. It looks, I'm very suspicious here. That looks an awful lot like the one that came with Optimus Prime, but we'll see. We'll see that in just a minute. Okay, Build the Cast, number 12, Decepticon Brawl, number 5, Optimus Prime, and number 6, Starscream. All right, I've been itching to get this guy open, so let's get this guy open right now. All right, here's Megatron outside of his packaging on his backdrop, and I've got to say, I'm very happy with the figure, but with that backdrop, let's take a look at the backdrop real quick. This is the exact same backdrop as Optimus Prime's. There's absolutely no difference, except we have a number 5 for Optimus Prime, and we have a number 13 for Megatron. It even has the same pixeling problem that I pointed out in the Optimus Prime review. Getting a little closer, you can see there's that pixeling again. It's the exact same picture. So Hasbro skimped on this. That's okay, I'm not keeping it, but it doesn't really add a lot of value if it's the exact same thing. But let's check out Megatron. Let's get in close and see some of this detail here. Wow. Look at that face. It's just so ugly. Love that. All these little crevices and cracks. These horns coming up through the top. And they have that, like, not quite metallic silver gray plastic going throughout this guy, but I think it works for him. Got these little tiny fingers going on this hand. Whew. Yeah, they got some gunmetal painted here on his blasters and some of these panels. Got little blasters here and there, all the little mechanical pieces. Look at that sculpting. This guy is just amazing. They're really light with the paint, but where they put it is very effective. Really highlights all those mechanics in there, or the mechanical. All those little gears and wires and chains. Look at this blaster. Looks like a giant crab claw with a cannon in the middle. That looks great. Oh, he's hollow right through the middle. But you'd hardly notice it. Let's check out his articulation. His head is on a ball joint. He can look up. Cannot look down because of his chin. There's a panel here that flips. But if you flip it too far, his head comes off. I had to do another take because of that. Let's see. He's got a swivel at the shoulder on both sides. Let's see. And another hinge going out. This one's a different hinge. It's kind of like a swivel on this piece right here. This one's a full-on hinge that goes all the way through. Let's see. He has a bicep cut on both arms. One at the top here, and then one at the bottom here. Single jointed elbow on this side. Single jointed on this side. Wait. Nope, it only looks double hinged. This is a single jointed elbow. Let's see. This doesn't have a wrist, but it has a claw that can fold back. That's convenient. You don't want to snag it on anything. And this hand, the fingers are a soft plastic, but they don't seem to have any articulation. This set moves independently of this set, but that's about all you get. All right. He does not have a waist swivel. He does not have an ab crunch. His legs are on... Okay, you know what? These panels just keep falling off. I am not digging that at all. Okay. His legs are on swivels. They are also on hinges. They can go out all the way that far. Full splits. Let's put that panel back on. Let's see. He has a hinge here and a hinge here, giving that kind of like that animal leg hinge. And he does have an ankle rocker of sorts right there, right in the middle. These toes spread out. I don't know if that will do anything for you though. And these panels, I don't know. I don't know anything about his foot. Let's see. There he is. He looks great, but these little panels keep popping off. His head pops off. These things behind his knees pop off. And I'm kind of afraid of other things popping off too during transformation. But let's get him transformed. right, here he is in tank mode. And I'm going to say right away, that was not an enjoyable transformation. You know, it's, at least for me, it's not an enjoyable transformation. If you're done with the transformation, it still feels like it's a little bit off. Whether you can see it or if it's just like a gut feeling. This guy, everything seems to be shored up. All the wheels touch the ground. He rolls nice. But it just doesn't look, it doesn't feel complete to me. It might be because his face is showing. And I'm not sure I have this right. I don't know if there's supposed to be a cage around his face like that. It's getting close. But, I mean, otherwise, it does look pretty cool. It does have a lot of those crab-like Cybertronian details on it that I really appreciate. It's just when there's so much of this frustrating tabbing and you got these little pieces that like to come off. His head even likes to come off like right away. It just... I don't know. I can't help but to feel like I missed something. But he does look like a menacing tank. This turret seems to like to point up and down. But that's about it. He has guns on the sides right here. They can point straight up. Various tread protecting kinds of things. But, wow. You know, I can't help but to think, is it worth it? Let's check this guy out with his counterpart, Optimus Prime. That down a little. They're about the same length. Obviously, the width is a little different. And I don't really know how to scale a Cybertronian tank to Earth vehicles. So there's that. But he looks menacing. He looks like a big menacing mess. And I wouldn't want to cross paths with him. But Optimus Prime will. He'll do that all day long. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Let's check out the back. Yeah, something tells me that Optimus Prime, at least in this mode, is no match for Megatron at all. All right, let me get this guy back into bot mode, and we'll do some size comparisons. All right, that wasn't nearly as bad, getting him back into bot mode from his tank mode, but I'm going to say right now, this is not a fun transformer to transform. He's too tabby, and his pieces like to fall off. Primarily these back pieces right here. Move the camera up a little bit. Primarily his back pieces right here and his head like to just pop off. They just pop off without any real practical resistance. Let's do some size comparisons. Here he is with his Voyager The Last Night counterpart and his Voyager Titan's Return counterpart. First 10 years, Thanos. Titan's Return, Sky Shadow. Studio Series Bumblebee. You can see he's really short right there. And Black Panther, 'Eric Killmonger. First 10 years Ronin. Studio Series Lockdown. Studio Series Stinger. Studio Series Optimus Prime. Let's take a closer look at these guys side by side. Yeah, that's a good size up. I like that right there. Yeah. All right. As a figure, Megatron is very impressive. He looks good. He looks the part. His detail is impressive. And all of his articulation is really good. He has nice tight joints. But these little panels here, these and his head, it just kind of took away from the enjoyment value on this guy. Otherwise, I love how he looks. I love how he stands. He's very, very sturdy in both modes. It's just getting from one mode to the other is just kind of it's more of a hassle. It's not as fun as Optimus Prime or maybe Sky Shadow. But once you get there, it looks great. It looks the part, and despite how I feel about it, it still looks really good. This is going to be a figure that will look great on your shelf. You might not want to play with him too much, or if you do, just be mindful of his panels that come off, and make sure you keep track of his head. Otherwise, he's a decent figure. All right, that's it for my review. Tell me what you think of this guy in the comments below. Did you have the same problems I did? This is still fresh for me because this guy's fresh out of the box. But I'm going to say right now, I'm still very happy to have this guy in my collection. He looks great. His details are awesome. His alt mode looks good if you can get there without too much frustration. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this review, give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to have pictures up on my Instagram as usual in the description link below, as well as a link to my Facebook page. That thing is gaining traction, so go ahead and check that out. All right, thanks for watching.